Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Nick and Knarf. Glad you could join us today. We hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world, and we know the whole world is watching because we get comments from the whole world, and we really appreciate it.
Keep them
coming. We love it. And anyway, I'm Knarf. This here is my brother Nick,
Hi.
And we're here to care for your ears today with some great stuff from an outstanding album from a truly iconic band from the 70s and 80s. The great Doobie Brothers.
From San Jose, California. I didn't know that. But they obviously sold over 40 million records worldwide in their careers. They've gone through a lot of personnel changes, but their first album just killed it as far as new believers, so to speak. When we heard them...
Actually, it was the second one was the big one, Toulouse Street.
Oh, you're right.
Jesus is Just All Right.
Yeah.
And so
when
many
they
great
came
songs
on the scene, they had a different sound. There was just something about them that made us feel like, I mean, they weren't America. You know, they were kind of like a rock and roll America.
They were kind of a hybrid band that kind of crossed a couple of lines. It was kind of country rock, straight ahead rock, rhythm and blues, folk rock. I mean, it was an interesting mesh. They're really hard to pigeonhole, the Doobie Brothers.
Another group I never saw and wish I had. But, Tom Johnston, one of the founding members and original vocalist, he got kind of sick in the mid-'70s, and then we all know that Michael McDonald came along, which you guys don't know. And I told you earlier that Steve Perry had auditioned.
In a different video, if you weren't here for it.
Yeah, if you weren't for this video, but previous video, I talked about how Steve Perry had auditioned to be the new lead singer in Deep Purple. Well, he was also contacted by the Doobie Brothers as well, but eventually I guess they went with Michael McDonald. And I thought that was interesting when Steve had told me that. I was like, wow, I mean, he's getting contacted by these great bands.
If you didn't figure it out, Nick knew Steve Perry for just before his career took off. He was living up there in Thousand Oaks where we were living for a long time, and he befriended Steve Perry, got to know him real well, and then he made a commercial in Southern California for singing Saturday in the Park for Magic Mountain. And that got him a lot of awareness. And then the next thing we heard is that he had joined Journey, and the rest is history. Yeah. But anyway, getting back to the Doobs, this album is my favorite Doobie Brothers album. I don't know about Nick's. I mean, I love Toulouse Street, and I love some other.
I love
What's Vices, What Habits, a whole bunch of great stuff. But we've picked two songs today we want to share for you. Nick's picked one and I picked one. Nick's taken an iconic, rockin', really cranking song, and I've got probably for me, I think it's their most beautiful ballad, along with Blackwater. This one is my absolute favorite. I think it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous song. It's in my top 5 Doobie Brothers song, but it's South City Midnight Lady, both off of this wonderful album, the third studio album in 1973, the Doobies' Captain and Me. And we want to remind you, first of all, we want to thank you for your support. For those of you who have subscribed, we thank you. And if you haven't, please, I hope you'll consider it or do it. Subscribe, like, and share, and leave us your comments after the video. Tell us what you think about the music we played, anything you want to talk about Doobies, any about your experience with the Doobies, albums, concerts. We love to hear it, and we answer everybody's comment. We really make an effort to do that, and we thank you again for all your support. But anyway, without further ado, let's say we kick it off with Nick's selection, which is the third track on the album, and it is the rockin' Chinagrove. Here we go.
Love that bass line.
People of a kind of strange, and the power away.
love the lead, the way it cranks from here, baby. Yeah, chinagrove.
You don't think of them playing that hard rock lead in there, but it's perfect. Sounds so nice.
Some really nice changes in that song. I mean, that song surprises you in a lot of places, you know, where the music line takes a turn over there. It kind of gets a little bit slower down. I like the dead stops they come to, and then the pickup, the start over again, and that iconic riff at the beginning, da 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 da. It's almost like a whole lot of love. I mean, you know, that kind of a quality to it where it really just sets the tone for the whole song. Just a terrific rocker. Don't forget on this album too, besides China Grove, you got Long Train Running with its memorable kind of beginning lead. These two songs had that different kind of, the Doobies are great at those like little riff lead-ins that kind of set the tone for the song, give you the kind of the framework of the music, and then just take off from there. It's just a great song. What did you think of China Grove? Did you like it? Nikki, what else about the song that really captures you?
Oh, for me, you know what? His vocals, Johnston's vocals are just so good. You know, and I recently saw him when COVID first started. He does a video of Blackwater where he's in one location and they have the guy playing the fiddle and other people, and this guy still sings good today. He's got to be like 74, 73.
Yeah, in his 70s, got to be.
Ridiculously good how well the guy sings. You know, I shouldn't say this, but I originally thought that he was having drug issues in the mid-70s, and I thought that's why he left. But no, he definitely had health issues. And so I'm so glad he was able to make that comeback. As great as McDonald is, I like the Doobies when Johnston was singing. He's my favorite.
They were a different style of music when Michael McDonald was there, you know, no doubt about it.
And they made great songs with McDonald, don't get me wrong.
Absolutely.
I mean, there were a lot of great songs, but I just like their kind of a rough and, you know, bang it out kind of play with that great timing. And like you said, their stops and the way that they're able to integrate, you know, the and I like them a little bit more prior to McDonald.
Yeah, well, that's a great song on a really fantastic album. And again, leave us your comments on what you thought. But I'm ready to play for you my selection. This one is such a gorgeous song. I've heard this performed on a CD where they played for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the opening of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And the live version is tremendous. I've heard a number of live versions, and they're all wonderful. But the original is off of this album. It's the gorgeous song, South City Midnight Lady. So here it is, the Doobies, South City Midnight Lady.
Shaking hands, I went and I lit up my last cigarette. Well, the sun came, the night it fled, and sleepy-eyed I reached my bed. I saw you sleepy, dreaming there, all covered in warm. South City Midnight Lady, I'm much obliged indeed.
Ooh, nice chord change there.
You sure have saved this man whose soul was in need. I thought there was no reason for all these things I do, but the smile that I said I'd return with you.
Now we get the slide guitar.
sometimes find myself alone out walking the street. Yes, when I'm feeling down and blue, then all I do is think of you, and all my foolish problems seem to fade away. South City midnight lady, I'm much obliged indeed. You sure have saved this man whose soul was in need. I thought there was no reason for all these things I do, but the smile that I said I'd return.
Now it shifts, that beautiful shift. Violin.
Nice.
South City midnight lady, I'm much obliged indeed. You sure have saved this man whose soul was in need.
Starts building now again.
I thought there was no reason for all these things I do. Yeah, but the smile outside I'd return with you.
One more time.
So nice. I hear so many other bands right here. I heard Fleetwood Mac a little bit in there.
Jesus.
I heard Pure Prairie League. I heard a little bit of the Youngbloods even, you know, some Bay Area bands coming in there. It was interesting.
I get goosebumps every time I hear that song. It is so wistful, romantic, melancholy, and yet it's got a kind of a fortitude, a kind of a grace in the song that's kind of uplifting, you know? It's like the guy's recognizing that his life is falling apart and he meets this woman who brings it all together.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure all of us, whether you're male or female or, you know, that you've encountered this kind of feeling that you felt like your life was falling apart, and then you come with gratitude to this other human being who comes into your life and helps you make sense of it all after many difficulties you go through, whether they're emotional or personal or professional, whatever they may be. This song has that kind of uplifting kind of gratitude in the whole song.
And what is it about the steel guitar that everybody loves? And you can add it into rock and roll. We've seen it with Steely Dan in so many different songs. as some groups use it just so well, I thought the placement here was very
It wasn't overdone. It doesn't come in till like about 2 or 3 bars or choruses in, and it's so understated. But it's there. And then how about the violin touch? The little violin touch in the last third of the song. But that outro, the way it kind of slowly builds, it repeats the theme line, then gets bigger, and then you have the layering of the different instruments building up to the crescendo at the end. But it's just such an emotionally driven song with such elegance and beauty. I just love this song so much, and I know Nick does too, and we hope you guys enjoyed it too. What did you think of South City Midnight Lady?
Yeah,
Isn't
let
it
us know.
Magical song? And also Chinagrove, just a terrific rocker off of a great album from a great band, the Doobies. Remember, if you like what you heard, please subscribe, like, and share. Remember, we're always trying to care for your ears. We appreciate your support, and we look forward to seeing you next time on another episode of Nick and Knarf.
And Frank and I both want to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah. Just hope you guys have a wonderfully safe and joyful time together with your family and friends and those you love.
May you all be blessed during this season, and we hope the new year is going to be a great one. But we're still going to be playing some more music till the end of the year, so don't give up on it. This isn't our last show of the year.
No,
but we just wanted to take the time to wish.
The season lasts quite a while, so
That's
we
right.
just want to send that out.
Anyway, thanks again for joining us. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.